Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My dear student, I hope that you will be all right. I'm your instructor, Dr. Yusuf Ali. And today is the first topic after midterm because we have already covered most of the contents of this course, operations management. So today the topic is introduction to decision analysis. Now we will be studying 3 to 4 chapters related to decision making. How to decide in a fuzzy environment. Because decision, when each and everything is certain, then the decision is not a problem. But when the future is not bright, when the future is not known, when you not know what will be the outcome, what will be the gain, what will be the loss, so in such like scenario, decision analysis play a very, very important role. How to analyze the environment, how to analyze the existing resources in order to predict, in order to decide for the future. So in the introduction analysis in this lecture, this is just an introductory lecture. I will discuss the reasons why we studying decision analysis. I will elaborate basic sources of decision difficulty, what kind of difficulty you can face while deciding, what kind of environment you can face to decide, what are the different processes while making the decisions, and what kind of application we can use to decide. So, as I already mentioned, that situation is not known to you. Maybe some basic information is known to you, but you not know clearly 100% that this will happen. So, for such like scenario, the environment is a little bit fuzzy, and how you will decide. So, we will be studying in this chapters that how to apply different techniques, how to use different quantitative techniques in order to decide. Why study decision analysis? So not only managers, but in our everyday life, we are in the process of decision making. So as I already mentioned, that means should I need to register this course or not? Should I need to buy a specific mobile phone or not? Should I need to invest in a specific project or not? Should I need to start work on a specific project or not? So not only managers, because in operation management, we want to operate, we want to manage different projects. So managers are responsible for making decisions. So in different companies, even in the institute level, head of the departments, deans, rector, pro-rector, vice chancellor, they are on the seat where they need to take some specific decision for the future, for the institutes, for the organization. So managers are responsible for making decisions. So maybe tomorrow you will also be working as a manager. So how you will decide, how you will make decision. Decision is not that you will close your eyes and then you will decide. No, you will check. You will study the environment, you will check the resources, what kind of resources you have. Then after that you will be able to decide. So for this decision you need to formulate a framework, you need to structure that framework. What are the benefits, what are the costs? So you already studied in the cost benefit analysis, in the sensitivity analysis. Okay, if we increase or if we decrease, what will be the impact on profit, what will be the impact on the cost? So in such like scenario, we need to study decision analysis. And while using these techniques, while using these approaches, we will be able to predict, we will be able to decide much better than just directly deciding without knowing, without analyzing, without studying the specific scenario. So decisions are made more effectively and more consistently. Not only managers, but everyone. Even if a person is illiterate, he also involved in some specific decision. A vendor, on the daily basis, he also decides some specific, he also makes some decision. And why we need to study these techniques, why we need to study these, because it will definitely help us to deal with difficult decisions, to deal with difficult scenarios. It will help us to think about the specific problem at hand. Okay, this is the problem, these are the pros, these are the cons, these are the costs, these are the benefits. When we study, when we exploring the things, it will definitely improve the quality of your decision. So the main objective, inshallah, we will be studying those tools which we will be utilized, which we will be used to model different decision situation. So basic sources of difficulty normally in decision making are complexity. Yes, it is very complex. What should I need to do? I'm in the hanging situation. Should I need to take a step or should I not need to take a step? Should I need to invest? Should I need to go or should I not need to go? Should I need to join or not? And as I already mentioned, that situation is sometimes risky and sometimes it is uncertain. So now risk is mean you know the possible outcomes. For example, if you throw a coin, you know what will be the outcome. Maybe it will be a head or it will be a tail. For example, you playing, you throwing a die. You know the outcome. There will be 6 outcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But when the situation is uncertain, so uncertain, you not know the possible outcome. So when we throw a coin, when we flip a coin, this is a case of risk. This is a risk that means if it head occur, you will be the winner. If it tail occur, you will be the loser. So I mean, you know at least the possible outcome, but in uncertain situation, you know nothing. Sometimes we have multiple objectives. For example, you want to buy a mobile phone. You visited the shop. In that shop, there are different varieties of mobile phone, different companies' phone. Now, you're looking for a specific phone for a specific specification, but most of the mobile phone, they have those specifications. Different companies' phone mean available in different prices. Now, this is a little bit complex. You have multiple objectives and you want that which mobile phone will be give me maximum utility. Okay, and you have different perspectives. So how to decide in such like situation? So now I hope that you understand that in such like scenario you need a proper tools, you need a proper technique to decide. So complexity, number of issues, quantity of data, sometimes it is not available, information, sometimes it is not available, number of stakeholders, because where you working, you are not the only one, there are different stakeholders. For example, if I give you the institute, the GIK Institute, so I mean there are different stakeholders, your students are also stakeholders, teachers are also stakeholders, mean the parents. So now in order to decide, you also need to keep an eye on each and every stakeholders. And there is no proper absence, there is no proper structure available. There is an absence of decision structure. So this is complexity. So in order to study the different decision tools, you will be able to understand this complexity. As I already mentioned, uncertain situation, uncertain means that you know nothing about the possible outcome. What will be the possible outcome? We know nothing. Orientation to the future, we know nothing about the future. Maybe tomorrow you will be alive or not. You not have some information, you not have full information available, you have incomplete information. And as I already mentioned, multiple objectives. Progress in one direction may impede progress in others. If you want to improve, if you want to bring some improvement in one side, maybe those improvement will be not good for other side. Okay, must trade-off. So definitely in order to optimize, definitely we need to do some trade-off. So we need to sacrifice something. So must trade-off benefits in one area against cost in another. Different perspective, multiple decision maker. You are not only the stakeholder, as I already mentioned, different stakeholder, different managers, different bosses, different hierarchical structures. So multiple decision makers. So when there are different people, when there are a lot of people while making decisions, the process is a little bit difficult. Different perspective, yield different outcomes. If you take one step, maybe it will be good, but on the other side, in the longer future, it will not be good, etc., etc. So a decision analysis process, what you need to do? There are some very important steps you need to take very carefully. Identify a decision situation and define objectives. Identify what are the alternatives. Okay, if this is not, for example, if you want to buy a mobile phone, okay, if Samsung, okay, Samsung not, so which one? Okay, iPhone, okay, iPhone no, Huawei, okay, Huawei nahi, some other Chinese version, some other brand. Then you will develop a model, select the best alternatives. Which one is the best alternative? Which give me the best, most optimal utility function. Then we will do a cost benefit analysis and sensitivity analysis. We will conduct further analysis, and then we will implement best alternative on the basis of specific model, on the basis of different trade-offs, on the basis of different scenarios, we will choose. Now the question is, where is decision analysis used? So I already discussed, not only in the managerial post, even you people in everyday life, you involve in different decision making processes. Managing research and development programs, sometimes you mean investing, sometimes you investing a lot of money. So I mean how you will manage that, how you will should you need to spend money in a specific project, should you need to invest in a specific research or not, forecasting sales for new product, okay, deciding whether to launch a new product or venture, negotiating commercial real estate development, setting regulatory standard for air and water pollution, making medical diagnosis and evaluating treatment, should we need to operate a patient or not, should we need to install, should we need to invest money, etc., etc., evaluating widespread testing for various medical conditions. Now in the COVID-19 situation, should they need to test, should they need to apply this on the human being, the antidotes, etc., etc. So I mean, all these are the situation where a person, where a group, where a company, they need to decide. So the overall summary of this lecture, because in my next lecture I will start in detail the techniques which we will be using in order to take decision, in order to make an optimal decision. So the purpose of decision analysis is to help make decisions. Decision analysis is a process. Decision analysis provide a framework and method for dealing with difficult decisions. So as I already mentioned, that means this is just an introductory lecture. So in my next lecture we will be studying those specific tools, specific models, which we will be able to utilize in different complex situations in order to decide properly.